Welcome to this glorious occasion to celebrate in the union of Nate Dunham and Tavia Tarsi.
So we first met at WVU. I was her teaching assistant. She was one of like 40 or some students, but she noticed me or whatever and just had an impression. And then like a year later, we were about to graduate, and I just like posted a little story, and she slid up on it and just like said something, and we started small talking for a few hours, and then we happened to run into each other out that night. We saw each other, started talking, and we were basically inseparable from that point forward for the next like 7 days, and then we started dating, and the rest is history.
I was in San Antonio for Air Force training, and he came in on a Friday night. We were walking down by the San Antonio River Walk, and I remember holding his hand, and his arm was like stiff as a board. I'm like, can you please loosen up? Like, why are you so nervous right now? But I just thought it was because I hadn't seen him in a couple of months because I was at boot camp. He points to a piece of trash on the ground. He's like, oh, look at that. So I look, and then I turn around, and he's on one knee. He pulled the ring out of his sock and proposed, and then we had the best weekend ever. It was great. We have many great memories together, but that is one of the top, obviously, because it's such a monumental day.
Never in my life have I felt such intense excitement as I do right now. Though it's a bit of a cliche, I truly feel like the luckiest man on the planet.
Yes, you're handsome, gentlemanly, and funny, to name a few requirements from my middle school diary. But more importantly, you have the biggest heart that loves God and others before yourself.
When she came in, it was like we had known her forever. When we met her, she was so sweet and loving and caring, and you can just get it right off the bat that they were meant for each other. She's just a perfect fit for him and our family and everything.
My beautiful dog.
First impressions of Nate, just overall good guy, really knew what he was doing in anatomy lab, very smart, very intelligent, and honestly very humble.
Today I pray and thank God for loving me enough to send me you, his very best. Clearly all of my prayers paid off because God sent me a man even greater than I could have dreamed up. I love you with my whole heart, Nate. I can't wait to see you at the end of the aisle today. Signed, for the last time, Tavia Marie Tarsi.
Now, standing here today, looking at you, acutely aware of everywhere I've fallen short, I cannot help but think of God's love and how he truly does reward those who seek him. Tavia Marie, I promise to love you till my last breath, no matter what.
I promise to stand by you through every joy and trial, and to be your light in the darkest times. Nate, it is the honor of my life to be your wife. I love you.
And what God has joined together, let no man separate. And Nate, you may now kiss the bride.
Now, what can I say about Nathaniel? He's always been a special kind of person. When I was asked to say something tonight, I thought, well, how do I sum him up in a few lines? First few words that came to my mind immediately were, he's happy, he's always positive, he's talented, he's creative, and he's humble.
I trust that you can take over in being Tavia's best friend. I trust that you can match her goofy, silly energy that I've loved for years. I trust that you will bring her a lifetime of happiness and lead her further into a relationship with God that I know you both value and put first. I trust you will and do love her more than I do.
Tavia knew exactly what she wanted in a man, and Nate has continued to exceed any expectation she ever set. To me, Tavia and Nate are the definition of soulmates. They are two people who not only love each other unconditionally, but also allow each other to grow as individuals.
Tavia was as genuine as Nate is and as Christ-centered as Nate is, which is really hard to find. I never thought Nate would find someone that is just much like himself. So my first impression of Tavia was like, Nate was right all along. Like the phone call he told me was spot on.
The vows of Nate and Tavia were the most beautiful that I've ever heard, and they were so God-centered and Christ-focused. You two have it right.
We could use another night like this.
I love you both very much. I could not have literally pictured like a better couple, a better partner, you know, vice versa for both of you. I would wish you all the happiness in the world, but I don't even need to wish you. I know that you're gonna be happy forever. And yeah, I'm excited to be there every step of the way and every kind of milestone that is to come. So I love you both.
If everyone could raise their glass for the newlyweds, may you guys grow old on one pillow. Red light. Love you guys.
Tavia, I love you very much. I can't believe the day is finally here that we've been looking forward to since we met, basically. And I can't wait to marry you and spend the rest of our days together through everything, the highs and the lows and all the mundane. So here's to us forever. I love you.